Why does this happen? Good question. In my experience, which is becoming quite vast now, I'd say one of the biggest reasons, well, how do you even say that? A lot of times there's been a death. That could be that the only homeowner is dead. That could be in a family where both parents have died and it's gone into with the will and nobody really wants the house. There's a lot of times that I'll come across a vacant property. I'll start talking to the neighbors. I'll say, hey, what's going on here? They'll say, well, the parents died and they gave it to the kids. The kids didn't want to take care of it, so they've just been letting it go. And so that's a really great scenario where you have a property that is taking down the value of the neighborhood. You know, the neighbors don't want that. There's so many times that I'll go and someone will say, I wish someone would buy that house, right? They said, I hope someone would buy it. And there's a ton of properties where there's been a death and no one's taking care of the property. It continues to, the vines and plants, shrubs are taking over the house. Or someone's living in there that really shouldn't be. You got some people, you know.
Squatters.
You got some squatters that are there. Another big reason that this goes to the tax sale is that people have come across some financial hardship. So one of the things I enjoy about tax deeds is just finding out the story, the history behind the property. A lot of times we'll start doing title at the end and we'll begin to pull up some crazy stuff. We'll see someone that took a mortgage out on their home, refinanced, took out another loan a couple months later, and you'll see all these people giving this person a loan, and there's a whole bunch of liens on the property as well. They haven't paid their child support. There's a lot happening, and it just becomes overwhelming, and it's too much, and people just get underwater and can't see a way out. So in this situation as well, when someone comes by that does have a heart, which is honestly pretty rare in the real estate industry. I mean, a lot of people that are pretty cutthroat. So when someone comes along and, as Dustin shared, give them a little bit of moving expenses, that'll really help with the transition. Because a lot of people that have delinquent taxes are under some kind of financial hardship. I meet a lot of people. I still remember in Philadelphia coming up to somebody's house, probably closer to 80, I imagine, and he said that he was done paying taxes and the county is not going to take his house and that I should be paying taxes.
Because you're younger.
Yeah, yeah. So he said if the county thinks they can come in and take my property, I've been paying taxes for 60 years or whatever, 60, 70 years, you know, like twice your age, young man. And I'd say, okay, all right, relax. So there's some kind of issues there. He thinks that he cannot pay taxes and that's going to be fine. Sometimes there's addictions, or sometimes they're just straight up crazy, you know?
Just mental.
Yeah, they have a different reality. And these are probably the top things. And then in death, yeah, there could be family issues as well. So someone passes away and some people might think, hey, we should get the property. They're the one that's actually got the property and they don't want it. There's tons and tons of times. The one that we bought right now, when I approached the tenant, he is a son. He says that his crazy aunt is controlling the grandmother. And for some reason, that's affected the taxes. He says she's nuts and wants the grandmother to suffer, and it's really bizarre.
Oh, geez.
So it's quite odd. There was another one. There's another house that we almost bought, and the local story in the community is that this guy killed his wife for the insurance policy. So there's a lot of crazy stories. And then the other one we bought, no one was home, but you'll constantly find issues, especially among the family. They have a disagreement.